to this brand new series where I'm going to be talking about classic movies and going to the cinema, see a classic movie and bring you along with the ride. So today I want to go see Independence Day, and it's very fitting because it's the 4th of July. So firstly, happy 4th of July to all my American friends. So yeah, let's get to this. I've never seen this movie before, so let's see what my thoughts are going to be. Alright, so just sanitize my hands, now heading up the escalator to go see this movie. And yeah, I've got about maybe 20 minutes or so, so I'm going to definitely get some snacks in before the film starts. Alright, so I'm in screen 9 now. I've got my orange Tango Ice Blast in front of me, so I'll check in with you guys after the film. Thank you for joining me on this journey so far. As I've just come out of the cinema, I'm now back home, so I can now talk about Independence Day that came out in 1996. So I can't believe, firstly, that this is the 25th anniversary of the movie. That is just, to me, absolutely crazy. And I just can't believe the fact that this franchise as such, because I know there was an Independence Day resurgence, which, believe it or not, I actually saw before checking out this movie, which you might think, wow, well, why? To answer to that is, I just don't know. But yeah, anyway, this film was directed by Roland Emmerich, if I pronounce that correctly. This one stars Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum, who honestly are just great characters in this overall. And essentially it's around this big alien massive invasion all over the world as such. They're trying all sorts, the US military are trying everything to try and stop this invasion. However, it's only kind of thanks to the devices of Jeff Goldblum and kind of Will Smith's heroics to kind of try save the day and stop this alien invasion. Otherwise, the world is just going to go to shit, essentially. I can't believe it's been 25 years in the making that this film came out, when I've actually seen this film for the first ever time. Absolutely nuts. Firstly, the storyline of it, for the most part, was actually really good. I was interested in the characters, especially like Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum's. Those two just really had like really good chemistry in like the small amount of scenes that we get. Just the vibe of their characters that they bring to the screen is awesome, and I like how their two character arcs intertwine into kind of one big story. I also really like the alien use in this movie because it wasn't oversaturated with alien attacks, but it was just kind of enough to keep your attention, and it was something kind of brought about with the aliens, whether it's Will Smith capturing one, or whether it's like a big battle towards the end, or the beginning, whatever is going on. It keeps you invested in those aliens. It's just well-paced movie. They've got it where they keep your interest enough, but also time to try flush out our characters. Now, the edition that I got to saw tonight was the 25th anniversary extended cut. I don't really know if it was an extended cut because it was on for like just over 2 hours, which I believe is kind of like just the normal runtime of this movie. So I don't know if I got this CD extended cut, but whichever cut I did get to see tonight was just awesome. Again, Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum definitely held this film up. But the negatives of the movie for me was mainly kind of Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum, simply because I wish that they had more screen time together. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that they had two kind of separate character arcs, so that's the reason why they weren't all together in, you know, every single scene. They really had good chemistry, and they kind of like were hitting it off with one another, especially in the kind of the third act of the movie when they go up to like the big alien mothership. I actually really enjoyed that sequence overall, and I actually felt a sense of urgency and kind of like cared about these characters enough to the point where I was like, oh, I really hope Will Smith or Jeff Goldblum don't die, especially how he shares his cigar. That significant moment in the short amount of time that they're together really helmed in and meant a lot, and Roland Emmerich, who directed this, really needs like a round of applause for that, because that was just really well done. Yeah, some of the green screen effects are definitely completely outdated and especially when they're running for their lives, and Will Smith's partner in this, especially running with like towards the tunnel, especially with like the little kid who looked like the little kid like Nicky from Fresh Prince. I don't know if it was him, it might be, but I'm really not too sure. Like when they're running together in that scene and then kind of run off to the side, firstly I was more bothered about the dog than those two characters, but yeah, I'm glad that they got away with the fire effects and that was just truly awful. So some of the green screen effects definitely don't hold up 25 years later. So what I will say though is the practical effects in this movie, those 25 years later, that really holds up in this movie, especially as this looked like it was kind of like a 4K edition of it, maybe because it's the 25th anniversary. And yeah, I guess in terms of the negatives, I think sometimes to focus on some of the outside characters who I didn't really care about a lot. There's this one character who's like a dad to 3 kids. Now, the dad figure was pretty cool. It wasn't really enough where I really cared about him. I like his kind of payoff towards it. But the kids themselves, yeah, I wasn't really too fussed, and it didn't seem to be really too bothered that the dad just passed it as well. So yeah, my overall score, guys, for Independence Day is... So yeah, I really hope that you're going to enjoy this series of classic movie trip. Going forward, I will definitely try video more inside of the cinema and give you kind of that more feels of it. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult with, inside and the procedures, like obviously due to COVID and stuff, but I will obviously try my best. But if you do like this video in the meantime, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And I honestly really enjoyed Independence Day, and I also want to say a big happy 4th of July, especially to my American subscribers and friends that I know of, because I know this is a big holiday, especially over in America. Here in the UK, we don't really celebrate it. Either way, if you are celebrating the 4th of July, firstly, happy 4th of July from myself. Honestly, make the most of it. Spend time with loved ones, family, whoever you want to spend it with. But guys, until the next time you see me, this has been a Z Review, and I'll be Zing you later.